Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. And today, we're talking about my Uber and Lyft drivers. I had several Uber and Lyft drivers reach out to me over the weekend asking about deductions. So that's what we are talking about today. All right. Now, so with my Uber and Lyft drivers, okay, can I just say Uber drivers? And we know that it means both Uber and Lyft, because that's just a whole bunch to say Uber Lyft drivers. Okay. That's just a whole bunch. So we're going to just say Uber drivers, and we're going to know that it applies to Lyft as well, except where there are some differences, and I will specify that. Okay. So the first thing that you need to document as an Uber driver is you need to document your mileage. Your mileage is so key to you, because you're going to have, depending on how much you drive, you're going to have you might have a ton of business mileage. So you need to really document your personal versus business mileage, okay? That's very huge for you. All right, now let's talk about expenses. So when you're talking about deducting vehicle expenses, you can do it two ways. There is the IRS method, which is a flat 53.5 cents per mile. I do believe is what the mileage rate is for 2017. Or you can take actual expenses. But either way, you still need to know your mileage, because the amount of expenses you can deduct for your car are based on your mileage. So, when you're talking about that, you're looking at gas, oil, tires, any type of repairs, any registration fees, parking and tolls. Let's see, I got my list over here. Your insurance. You've got to make sure that you have insurance. As an aside, now I don't know if Uber or Lyft requires you to have some type of personal liability insurance, but I would certainly check that out, because as many horror stories as you hear about Uber drivers or Uber and Lyft passengers, just being absolutely bonkers. You want to make sure that you have some protection for yourself with insurance, because I don't know what you have. For us, it's errors and omissions insurance. For your drivers, it might be some type of liability insurance. So you need to get with an insurance professional, which I am not. Get with an insurance professional and really find out what you can do to protect yourself. But that aside, that is also deductibles. Car washing and detailing as well. That's tax deductible. But what is the key to all of this, you guys? It is documentation, where you've got to keep all those receipts. You got to keep and make notes and whatnot. Okay, so it's 2018, get an envelope, okay? Get a manila, I don't even have one right here handy to show you what but if you don't know what a manila envelope looks like by now, we got problems, okay? So get a manila envelope, keep it in your vehicle for when you have those receipts, because you're gonna have a lot of them, okay? Because if you're driving around a lot, you're gonna be getting plenty of gas, okay? You're gonna be getting plenty of oil changes if you're on your Uber, if you're on your Uber tip, okay? Now, if you provide refreshments for your passengers, that is tax deductible. So if you have water, warm towels, or snacks or something like that, that is tax deductible for you as well. Now, with Uber and Lyft, now here's the difference between Uber and Lyft that you really need to know. Uber. So Uber is going to send you either a 1099 miscellaneous if you've earned $600 or more, or they're going to send you a 1099K if you've had 200 transactions and $20,000 worth of business, okay? Now, Lyft, on the other hand, they have taken the position that they're a third-party payer, so they don't issue 1099 miscellaneous. As far as I know, the last time I checked, they did not. But they do issue 1099Ks if you've had 200 transactions or $20,000 and $20,000 or more in business. However, that does not mean that you do not report your income. You are required to report your income. So whether or not you receive those forms, you are still required to report your income, okay? You can also, report the expenses, but you got to report the income, and those forms go directly to the IRS. Now, the thing that you need to realize is that when they send those forms to the IRS, they're sending the IRS what they paid you. They're not talking about what expenses that they kept. So, if they keep 10%, I don't know what they keep, right? But they keep a portion of what they charge. So that portion of what they charge, they don't report that to the IRS. They report gross sales to the IRS. And so you have to go through and deduct, and that is an expense as well, a commission expense is what you can call it. So, but you can deduct that as well. So, when you're getting these forms, make sure that, you are reporting your gross sales, but you're also deducting the expenses for what they charge you. Okay. So whatever their fee is, that is a tax deductible expense. And so when you're reporting, you don't report what they pay you, you report the gross sale, and then you deduct the fee that Uber and Lyft keep for being your third party person. So I really hope that makes sense, because otherwise you're going to wind up underreporting your income, and that is just not good, because that can get you in a lot of trouble, underreporting your income. Okay. But I think that those are the main things about Uber and Lyft. But really, it's about keeping the documentation. You guys will hear me beat this to death, because in the event that you are audited, your documentation is your only defense. And so you've got to keep those receipts. And, how long do you keep them? You keep them forever until you die, because the reason is, conventional wisdom, people that are out there in the organization space, they'll tell you to keep your information for 7 years. Okay. I'm here to tell you there is no statute of limitations on fraud. So if the IRS goes back 8 years and you can't prove your innocence, then it's just tough luck for you. So yeah, keep all of your tax information until you die. Okay, that is my advice. It is a small price to pay for being able to to stand up to the IRS. You can scan the stuff in however you do that, but just make sure that you keep it and it's accessible so that you can go on about your business. Okay, for real. All right. But I think that is it for the Uber and Lyft squad. I do have a checklist that I will also add to the comments, that you can grab this and you can use it for your own personal use, just as a guide to get your stuff together. Okay. Once you go through and add all this stuff up, you can put this all in one, have it all on one sheet. This is my notes. So see, there's my notes. You can have it all on one sheet, and you can, and filing your taxes is just hecka easier that way. Do not wait till the last minute to file your taxes. Okay. Just don't. All right. So listen, that's it for me, you guys. I really hope this helps you out. If you've got friends that are Uber and Lyft drivers, you definitely want to share this with them so that they can start getting their stuff together. Okay. And if you have not done so, for my business owners, you need to be writing down your beginning mileage for 2018. Okay. You've got to know your beginning mileage and your ending mileage. All right. So that's it for me for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Home Biz Tax Talk. Again, we are here Monday through Friday, and you can come here and get your questions answered. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.